Hey there folks, this is GreenXI, welcoming you right back to Let's Play Higurashi. It's episode 5. What we're going to do today is carry on with the game, try out chapter 3, see what's coming. Let's continue. Because we got a bit of morbid stuff in the last episode and that's got me a bit interested. A Colonel Sanders? Of course that's right up her alley. Why is it though? Why is some KFC guy? I understand who wanting to take Satoko and Rika-chan home. But I can't understand the Colonel Sanders. What's so good about that four-eyed geezer? Probably better to hear it from Rena, don't you think? Well, it's probably because it's from outside of the country, or outside of the countryside. She'll probably just say because it's just so cute. Does Rena often go to the construction site to hunt for treasure? She does indeed. Every now and then, she says she's going to have a look. But a girl her age rummaging around in garbage is, well... If Rena enjoys it, then I think it's fine. I agree. I mean, there are health risks, but, you know. What were they doing over there? Dam construction? It had been bugging me since yesterday, like an itch I couldn't scratch. An itch he couldn't scratch. Ah, it was cancelled a long time ago. Everyone gathered together and fought against it. So this is why the dam didn't go through. Hearing an ominous word like fought come from Rika-chan's mouth startled me. Yeah, she wouldn't fight, surely. That's right. It was unbelievable. They said Hinamizawa would be sunk into the reservoir and we had no say in the matter. So they were going to destroy the village basically. So I'm only able to be here because the protest succeeded. Lucky. I'm sorry. I didn't keep you, did I? My deepest apologies, Keiichi-san. It took me a while to powder my nose. Yeah, powder your nose, that's what all the women say. Sadako. Wait to use the gun until you really have to go. It's a lot easier since it shoots right out. What? What? How dare you speak that way to a maiden of unparalleled beauty such as myself? Who should call a maiden? If Sadako really was a maiden, she wouldn't have reacted like that. The usual hijinks ensued. Yeah, this is how they are, I guess. Now then. Gentlemen, in accordance with the rules of our society, I bring a point to discussion. He, Keiichi Maibara-kun, wishes to be included as a member in our activities. What say you? Yeah, let's be part of the club. Rena has no objection. Oh, I wonder if the likes of this peasant is up to the task. We can beat you easy, we always beat you, so far. Me and Satoko both approve. The three that Mion had queried voiced their approval. A unanimous decision. Congratulations, Keiichi Maibara-kun. I present you the honour of being allowed to take the entrance exam for our club. Start from the beginning. I didn't say I would join. What club is this? Well, you see, in order to cope with our complicated society, we perform various activities under different sets of rules. That could be anything so far. Sometimes they're in your favour, and sometimes they work against you. I'm pretty weak, so I'd prefer if you didn't single me out. Let's try to get along. Yeah, let's team up with Rena. You're so naive, Rena. The law of the jungle is survival of the fittest. This was starting to sound a bit sketchy. So what kind of club was it? It's a stripping club. To sum it up, it's a club where we play games together. It could still be a stripping club. Rika-chan was the only one to answer my question with a pertinent response. So basically this club put Mion's hobby of collecting games to use. Yeah, they get to play games. It's quite fun actually. By playing the various games that Mion had hoarded every day, it seemed that depending on the day, there were prizes for the winner or penalty for the person who finished in last place. I'll make this clear right now, we aren't playing house here. You should treat each win or loss as if your life depends on it, alright? Well yeah, you gotta try and win. What's wrong with just having fun? Don't make it sound so crazy. Just having fun. It's a competitive game. The first rule of our society, aim only for first place. Going at it half-assed just because it's a game is not allowed. I agree with her actually. Rule number 2 of our society. For that reason, you are obligated to make all possible efforts. The way Satoko said it, it sounded like she was saying, use any means necessary. Oh, so you can cheat in your games. Of course, I will do my best too. I'm pretty weak, but I'm trying my best. I knew what they were trying to say. In a game where everybody is aiming for the top, it's rather unsportsmanlike to play just for fun. Exactly. Alright, then I too will go all out. With that, I was finally ready for the rite of initiation, my baptism into the club. A word of warning, Kai-chan. Rena can get pretty nasty. Really? Well, we've seen her punch their lights out, I suppose. This initiation looks like it's going to be rough. They're going to get the paddle boats out. Mion began fishing around in the student lockers in the back of the room. They have the games here at the school. Well, it's club equipment, so I guess that's fine. Complicated games will put Kai-chan at a disadvantage, so they're going to go for something simple, are they? Yeah, should be something that they're familiar with. How about a standard card game, like Old Bachelor? What's up with her shaking? Alright, let's do this. Oh, that's because she's pumped, is it? Can't really get into it unless there's a penalty. This time, the loser will be sentenced to having their face drawn on. What do you think? Oh, that could be bad. Knowing these guys is going to be like a wiener. Whoa, whoa. It won't be oil-based paint, right? Right? Oil-based face painting with oil-based paint? That'd be okay, wouldn't it? If it would wash off. That's perfect. Sadako cheered the idea on. She didn't even flinch at the thought of such a severe penalty. It seemed like she was raring to go. If it's going to be like this, then I can't lose either. Then I'll just cut the deck and start dealing. Oh, here we go. Old Bachelor is pretty much the same as Old Maid. See, I've heard the name Old Maid before, but... I mean outside of the series, but I have no idea what it is. There's only one difference. There's no Joker. I think... how they make it sound, it sounds like Chase the Ace, where you mustn't be the person left with the ace. In its place, one card is pulled out at the start, meaning there will be one card without a match left over at the end. You don't know which card will end up being the Joker. It's a pretty thrilling game. Yeah, it seems... yeah, that's about it. That's about Chase the Ace, it's just it could be any card instead of just the ace. I'll take out the card now. Rena took out one card and left it face down on the table. Everybody stared at the card intently. What could it be? It'll be pretty obvious in the endgame. No way to tell at the start? No, it's not. But the rest of them were very serious. They didn't seem as relaxed as I was. No, this is serious business. They compared their cards to the one face down, all the while gauging each other's reactions. It's not going to help them if they figure out which card it is anyway, is it? It was as if they could see what the face down card was. No, it couldn't be. This deck is pretty worn out. No way. Can everyone tell by the scratches what the card on the table is? Oh shit! They all know what the cards are except for Keiichi. Remember the second rule of our society. Keiichi-san must try his hardest to win as well. They're all going to cheat their asses off, and Keiichi's going to lose, you know it. A number of cards are quite unique. Keiichi-kun should be able to remember them pretty quickly. She said that so matter-of-factly. Suits me fine. Don't think a little thing like that can be a crutch. I lashed out angrily, but it was rather obvious I was at a disadvantage. After all, they'd gone so far as to memorise the wear and tear for each individual card. This wasn't a simple game of Old Bachelor. If this was a test, then they were playing with the answer sheet in front of them. Bring it. I'll take advantage of your carelessness and beat you at your own game. That baseless confidence would soon be crushed. He is gonna do bad. Kick, kick, kick. That's like a monkey. How about I tell you your hands starting from the right? Oh, Mion. 3, 4, 9, Jack, Queen. Oh, didn't mean to click that. By the way, the Bachelor is the Jack of Diamonds. Oh, God. He's never gonna win. I can tell what they are, even if you switch them around. I am out. Ugh. I thought I was prepared, but for it to be this brutal, just overwhelming. How's Keiichi ever gonna win? Demons! You're all demons! Rena isn't a demon. Are you? Is Rena cheating as well? So sorry, Keiichi-kun. This is the 3 of Hearts, isn't it? I'm out! Right. It's so much like Phoenix Wright, the over-dramaticness of things going on. Not even a hint of mercy. Rena, even Rika-chan. These club activities weren't to be trifled with. An alumnus of this club would definitely survive in the cruelest of situations. If our entire class had self-detonating collars strapped to their necks and were dropped into a deathmatch on a deserted island, these guys would probably take to it like fish to water. That reminds me of, like, what's it called? Batum! Is it Batum? Yeah, that anime. I can already picture their joy as they hunt down each of their classmates. It's a lowest point system. The order itself dictates the points. Whoever has the lowest point total wins. Since Keiichi finished last, he has 5 points. There's already a 5 mark down on my scoreboard. Oh, he's at a big disadvantage now. I think it's unfair to Keiichi-kun if we don't use a new deck. It's fine, it's fine. Kai-chan's a man after all. Oh, how sexist. Just because he's a man, he's willing to lose, that's what they're saying. He can turn the tables even if the odds are stacked against him, right? I don't know. It's fitting for a lowly peasant to scamper home and soak their pillow in tears, don't you think? A petite hand laid itself on top of my head, which was trembling from uncontainable frustration. Was Rika-chan's. Ooh. She feels sorry for us, but she's not gonna let us go down easy. Keep on fighting, yeah? Of course. Thanks to Rika-chan's words of encouragement, I was able to calm down. You need to be calm, especially when you're cornered. That's the power I could muster during this crisis. Think clearly, Keiichi Maebara. Take your time and look at the cards carefully. It's just as Renna said, each card has its own distinct markings that make them stand out. Memorizing them should be pretty simple. Think about what you can do in this situation. Try everything in your power to improve your chances of victory. Could you remember like 50 odd cards with little marks on them? I could, especially this quick. Whoa, great Keiichi-kun, just like that. I covered the uniquely marked cards with my hands or other cards. That's a good idea. Arranging them in such a way that they couldn't be seen. That's a good idea. He doesn't have to memorize them, and they can't see it. The one with the ripped corners should be the 5. And I'm out. I couldn't let any of those precious hints slip by me. All information is a weapon. Then it was my turn. Sadako fanned out their cards for me. You see, I want the 7. Is it this one? I wonder about that. You won't know unless you take it. Oh, there's a bit of dismay in her expression. Like she doesn't want it taken. That kind of expression. I won't let that momentary lapse slip by me. I know. It's this one. Got it. 7 of spades. A cheer of ooh. Wrong up. What is this? The 7 should be the hardest one of all to tell apart. It wasn't from memorizing the markings. Those slight changes in their expressions as I was selecting a card were enough. Their poker faces wasn't good enough. Can't hide it from me, Kei-chan. This mark means it's the 2 of diamonds. What? Yeah, he's got him. He's baffled him. She was startled by her own misread. Of course, everyone else was too. Whoa! It's rare that Mi-chan gets a card wrong. No. Kai-chan, could it be you? They told them apart by different marks. That mark was a nail scratch. So, I put a new one on it. He put a different mark on it so it looked like a different card. Are you saying he disguised it as the 2 of diamonds? What an impressive show of wit. That's quite impressive, actually. Keiichi landed a clean hit. Clap, clap, clap. Clap, clap, clap. That's great, Keiichi-kun. That was an incredible match, you know? You know? Having defeated the Forerunner, Mion, a brilliant battle left me ecstatic. But by total points, it was already set in stone that Mion would win and I would finish last. Ah, he was doing so well and he still lost. I laughed haughtily, selecting the tone of my voice carefully to get on Mion's nerves. Well, I'm gonna end up the loser, but I'm satisfied with 1-up in Mion at the end. That should be the proverbial slap in the face to Mion, who's at the top already and ensured victory. Thing is, he shouldn't be making fun of Mion. He's gonna get a punishment now. Even if Kai-chan gets first place this round, he'll still end up last place overall. Don't you hate that? Of course I do. Let's have a duel. 1 chance. If you win, then we'll swap first and last place. How about it? You up for it? Of course he's gonna. You can't lose. There's nothing to go badly. She fell for it. A chance for an upset that wouldn't be possible without goading her into it. 1 chance, you say? Let me hear the rules. Mion discarded 2 cards from her hand and replaced one with the Joker card that was on the table, then shuffled the resulting hand behind her back. A card in my right or a card in my left. If Kai-chan can guess which hand the Joker's in, then he wins. When you turned around just now, you didn't pull out the Joker, did you? If you lose, I'll show the card in the other hand. That okay? The other three gulped nervously at this unexpected turn of events. This is exciting. Alright, you got it! Mion grasps one card in each hand and thrusts them out at me. First, I needed to inspect them closely. The card on the right hand had no distinguishing marks. I couldn't tell which one it was. Which one, I wonder, Keiichi-kun? Be careful! Of course! This is my— oh shit, this is my chance. Looking closely at the card on the left, I saw a little way. It wasn't one I hadn't seen before. Ah, that card is— I didn't let that bit from Satoko slip by me. Mion clucked her tongue. I didn't recognise the mark on the left card from the small number that I had memorised. I didn't know what the left card was, but I could tell from Satoko's reaction that the card had already appeared during the game. Since it had already appeared before, it meant that it definitely wasn't the Joker. Oh, here we go. Kai-chan thinks it's the one on the right. Will you choose that one then? Will you? The left card definitely wasn't the Joker. If I could trust that theory, then I should have been able to declare that the card to the right was the Joker. Even without Mion's taunting, the one on the right was the most suspicious. But wasn't it a bit too rash to decide based solely on Satoko's reaction? Oh, what's he gonna do? More carefully. Ah! I remember now. That mark, the left card, no doubt about it. The 7 of clubs. It's the 7 of clubs, I see. I've won! The card on the left was the 7 of clubs. So that meant the card on the right was the Joker. And then, just before my hand touched the right card, I froze. I would expect no less from you. There was a wave of murmurs amongst the onlookers at my sudden halt, right before I confirmed the right card was the Joker. Ooh, what's he doing? Huh? What could Keiichi-san possibly be saying? I mean, the left one is... Oh, what makes you so certain that the right one isn't the Joker, Kai-chan? Mion let loose an unexpected question. I think it's because she's trying to pull the same trick as Keiichi pulled, making the marks different. Everyone else was baffled. I don't know what the card on the right could be, but I know that the one on the left is the 7 of clubs. Then, doesn't that leave the right one as the Joker? One of them has to be the Joker, right? Yeah, one of those is the Joker, right? Keiichi has good intuition. Huh? Vika-chan, what do you mean by... So basically, the 7 of clubs, I discarded that by matching it with Satoko's 7 of spades earlier. Everyone's attention snapped to the discard pile at the same time, so it's not the 7 of clubs, even though it looks like it from the marks. The truth of the matter couldn't be discerned from that sloppy pile. So that means Mion pocketed one of the discarded cards, then aligned it over the left card, and that means... I see, I get it. This left card is being disguised as the 7 of clubs, right? It was the first time since the start of the match that a shadow ran across Mion's expression. I didn't let that slip by. Then, with a grand flourish, I declared it loudly. The Joker is the left one! It was an intense moment. That 1 second felt like an eternity for everyone there. Breaking that silence, the first one to speak was Mion. Being the first president of this club, I've been witness to a variety of performances. Kai-chan, yours is the best. The best of the best of the best. That was probably the greatest compliment Mion could give. Mion accepted her defeat, dropping the cards from both hands. My comeback victory! Yeah! Vika-chan placed her hand on my head and began petting it, congratulating me on my victory. Huh? Vika-chan is... Rena and Satoko gaped at us as if they had seen a ghost. What is it, Rena? It's not as if I cheated or anything, right? It was fair and square. Rika only pet someone on the head to console them. Huh? What's the meaning of... At that moment, Rena let out a small shriek. Keiichi-kun, this is how it was? Huh? I'm confused myself now. You know, Kai-chan, I thought you'd read into it that far. Everyone froze. No, it was just me. It was a gamble. If you had just jumped to conclusions like a little brat, then I would have lost. Oh, so he was right the first time. It was the answer everyone was certain about. Mion picked up the card from the losing hand. Kai-chan, you know, you should take pride in this loss. She turned it around. He overthought it. That was the card that proclaimed the victor of this duel. The card under the 7 of clubs. Unbelievable! It was the 2 of diamonds. It was a setup behind the setup. If I just picked the right one without reading so deeply into it. I, Mion Sanozaki, as the club president, do accept Keiichi Mayabara's membership into our club. He made it exciting, so yeah. As I slumped to my knees, dazed, everybody let out a round of applause for the excellent effort I gave despite my defeat. Yeah, he did well. The match is now over. Today's victor is me, Mion Sanozaki, and our exalted loser is Keiichi Mayabara. Everyone made a commotion, applauding cheerfully. I felt I was bested, but I was so soundly beaten that it unexpectedly felt rather refreshing. Yeah, he enjoyed it even through his loss. When Mi-chan pulled that little trick behind her back, I got excited, thinking, she's gonna do it again. When Keiichi-san stopped the moment before touching the correct card, I thought, he fell for it. He fell for it quite handily. Huh? Hey wait, all of them knew from the start and still got so excited so earnestly? Yeah, they wanted to see if they could trick Keiichi or not. Everyone got excited to make it more fun. You're all demons, you monsters! Now then, Kai-chan, it's time for your penalty. Since it's your first day participating, I'll go easy, okay? It would be a problem if you refused to come to school. You would. The other three members held down my arms and shoulders firmly. Oh lord, time for him to draw on him. Mion approached, licking her lips. Oh god. Her right hand went to pull something out of her pocket. That's a felt tip marker, and it's large and oil-based. Okay, here we go. She took the cap off the marker and brought it slowly up to my face while I was immobilized. No! I let out my death throes. Ha! That was a good one, I enjoyed that one. That does happen in the anime and stuff as well, but I think it was a bit shorter. They got a lot of emphasis on the fun at the start of each arc in the anime, and then it slowly gets darker and darker, and I think that's what's happening here. Okay, so we made it to a checkpoint at the end of the school day, and that means that I am about done for now, I think. This has been Greeny XI. Hope you've enjoyed our little club activities. Next time round we'll see... I don't know if we'll actually be able to see Keiichi this time and see what he looks like, or if, you know, he'll just be described and all that. Probably described, because we haven't seen him yet. So, see you in a bit, folks.